Simi, San Antonio. There were, oh my goodness, I can't remember how many people in person. 270-ish in person and 4 something online. So that's pretty good attendance. Hope y'all enjoyed the online because it won't happen next year. And I know that there were problems with the online version. I do realize that, and we're going to work to make sure that doesn't happen again. But yeah, we're not going to be able to do that online thing again because the bylaws got defeated. So maybe we'll work something out in between there, who knows. So, but one of the great things we all got to see was a presentation of our World Citizenship Award to Lloyd Lewis. And many of you saw an article on Lloyd Lewis in the May magazine, but we were able to meet his family and Kennedy, and he was his joy and his reason for all that he does. There were many, even people from the company were there to support him. He's a wonderful man. If you get the chance, like him on Facebook. I mean, he even congratulated me, a couple days after the convention on becoming international president-elect, and he's just a really great man and well deserving of this highest award that we can give him. We had some great presentations. We had Marilyn Sherman, who Carmen, who's online with us today, had heard, and we're so thankful she did because she gave us a great presentation on front row leadership. So basically that's getting out of your comfort zone because you never know what's going to happen when you get out of that comfort zone. And then at our banquet, we heard from Gordon Hartman, who is the creator of Morgan's Wonderland in San Antonio. It's the only ultra accessible theme park in the world. So that was really awesome hearing from him as well. Some great speakers. Now we had a really good announcement. Civitan has partnered with the ARC. And many of you know the ARC and are already partners with them in some fashion. We have members with us because of their association with the ARC and then relating it to Civitan. But their mission is to promote and protect the human rights of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and actively supporting their full inclusion and participation in the community throughout their lifetimes. It's going to be so great. Well, first of all, when you go to their webpage, you see a lot of supporters, and our name is going to be one of those supporters. So that's awesome itself, because a lot of people go to that national website just because they need help from the ARC. So they're going to also see that we can also help them. But we're going to be able to connect with the local ARC chapters. Like, for example, we'll get contact information for the chapters that will be included, and will be included in their newsletters, to their consent, can't say that word, will be included in their newsletters so that their members can also see us. And the goal is to align so we can build new clubs and recruit members, and in turn we can help find a place for their clients to belong. So this is going to be, and I'm really looking forward to this great partnership. You will read more about that in the coming months. We had some exciting workshops. First of all, we had Civitan University Live, because, officer training is only online now, but if you attended the convention, you were able to attend it live. And you got to see great presenters like Denise. There were... I was presenting with Denise. But, I think people, like I said, you can connect and you can share and all that. We had a short amount of time, so we had to really rush through because both Denise and I like to talk and share. So, but it was great being able to have that online, or in person, sorry. We heard from the winners of the impact areas. We saw presentations. Marilyn Sherman, as I mentioned before, did a Which V Are You? Sharing the Secret was presented by our PR firm. So we've already started working with these people and we're ready to go. Everything's ready. So really looking forward to everyone else being ready to go, and I know you guys are. One thing I don't have a slide for, I'm sorry, I apologize to the incoming officers that were elected. I forgot to mention that Dee Hutzler, he is from Region 1 in Alabama, and he was elected as president-elect. You'll be reading and hearing more from Dee. Patty Belode from Michigan is our Region 6 director. Grace Farmer, Grace is from Oklahoma, and her dad was a governor, and she's very excited to be governor or be international director. And she's from Region 7. And of course, the bylaws proposal was defeated, just a couple things. And then of the 4 amendments that were being proposed, 2 of those were passed. So, as I wrap up here, I just want to talk a little bit more about this Dreamers thing. But first of all, I have a question for this district. When I was here in 2014, when Joe was director and Jay was president, and we were down in Marietta, went on the riverboat. Great convention, by the way. But I seem to remember that Jay was like serving, international president, and he was serving coffee to everybody at the bank, if I remember correctly. And I'm just wondering, do you always make your international presidents work when you come here? No, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're not, you need something, you call me. I'm here to serve you. So, with that, I would just want to show you, I'm going to close with what we showed at the membership extravaganza, which was our theme for the year. Kendra and Tony were great GEs and great to have on my team. And I just want to say, we all want to meet the world, meet the needs of the world. So let's dream how that's possible.